Once upon a time, I wanted to be a level designer. In fact, I still do. The mystery and magic behind creating worlds has been something that never ceases to amaze and surprise me. It's a feeling I've experienced going all the way back to the early days of The Sims, where I'd spend countless hours trying to make houses or anything I could set my mind to. The joy itself, I guess, could even go as far back as playing with Lego as a kid. God, I miss Bionicles. Level design is a fun thing for sure, but to make levels for games, it isn't exactly straightforward. It's time consuming, confusing, and a lot of the time I've given up due to time constraints or just issues I couldn't figure out with the engine. But not always though. 2 projects I've worked on in the past have actually been finished and published online, and both of those were ported maps into Left 4 Dead 2's survival mode. Have you ever played the night version of the bank map from Counter-Strike Go? Or what about the lobby from Hunt Down the Freeman? Yeah, both were ported by me. It's probably nothing amazing to you, but the enjoyment I got from that and the satisfaction of having a mod out there with my name slapped on it is something I've cherished ever since publishing that Counter-Strike map back when I was in college around 2014. Holy shit, that was 6 years ago. Oh my god. But while I've never really set myself a goal of making my own Left 4 Dead campaign, yet, level design is something I've always wanted to get back into, and I'm still eager to play around with tools to this day. But studying level design can be a lengthy process, and even if I wanted to make a custom level for a game, I still have to go through a planning phase with a structure laid out before I can really start working on it, and that alone could take a month or 2. But what if I just wanted to make something on a whim? Not to be released publicly, but just a world I can make in my spare time. Nothing complex, just something I'm happy with. I could in theory do something like this in Unity, but why would I go out of my way to get asset packs and learn a whole engine when I could just boot up Townscaper and make my own town instead? Townscaper is a recently released early access title that is just that. It's a fun, relaxing sandbox that allows the player to make his own town by just placing blocks. It's incredibly simple and straightforward, but the possibilities and what you can do is almost endless. I only stumbled across this game purely by chance when a developer I follow on Twitter retweeted this little video demonstrating what you could do, and from there I was just hooked on the idea. There wasn't a selling point to this game, it was just a sandbox, and that was enough for me. You want to go and build a giant tower? Go for it. A row of houses? Why not? Want to take one of the blocks out from the middle? You're the boss. The game just adjusts the building so the structure can still make sense, and it's honestly brilliant. Just click where you want to put it, place some land, and then plop a house on top. Or maybe you want to remove the floor, and guess what? You can. I mean, you could even recreate Venice if you wanted to. Townscaper is just so lovely and simple. It's a beautiful little thing that has no objective or goal. The entire focus is just to let your imagination run wild and make whatever you see fit. Obviously, this being an early access, features might be missing, bugs may occur, but for the little game that costs roughly £5, it's honestly a no-brainer, and it's brilliant for something to unwind with. It's a small investment, but I think it's definitely worth it. Even now, thinking about what could be added down the line, it's actually quite exciting. Honestly, if the developer just added planks of wood so I could make a dock, that would be a 10 out of 10 deal for me. I have honestly never been so blown away by something so small and basic, but this is something I've needed for ages. While I do love my more gritty and challenging games, I do sometimes wish I could just switch off from everything and unwind to the sound of placing objects, which in this game, the sound alone entices you to place even more. Now if I could speak on a more personal level for a second, I absolutely adore these type of games. Sometimes I really just don't feel like doing much and I don't give myself enough time to do this. I tend to play a lot of games like GTFO and Call of Duty with my friends, but sometimes on a rare occasion I'd just like to take some time out for myself and just de-stress and unwind. Personally, I think it's very important to have these type of games in our life, especially just to have as a safety net to fall back on just in case a day goes sour. So alongside Townscaper, let me give you a couple of suggestions of games that let you do just that. Tower Unite, a mini-game and social paradise with custom models from a workshop, condos to make your own little house, and even an arcade where you can get tickets and win stuff. Umurangi Generation, a name I probably just butchered, a photographer's dream game, or basically a more creative Pokemon Snap. I'm not going to say anymore because I plan to come back to this one. Animal Crossing. Do I really need to explain this one? And finally, Dépanneur Nocturne. I can't speak French obviously, but it is a short story about buying a gift for a loved one with some lovely music and an absolutely beautiful art style. I seriously love these type of games where you don't have to do much and you can just do things at your own pace. And if you know any games like this, then please let me know. But for now, as a personal recommendation from me, buy Townscaper, sit back, relax, and put on your favourite mix of music and just let go. And most of all, enjoy yourself.